Okay, and welcome back, viewers. I've kind of jumped a little bit here from our last episode, and this is Let's Play Legend of Mana. I went over to Domina and started the video here because I wanted to show you something. First of all, I decided to switch my weapon. I was reading online about how your stats develop over time based upon what weapon you have equipped, so I changed it to a one-handed sword. And the reason for that is because your stats, power, defense, all that, they go up at different rates depending on what kind of weapon you have. And it turns out that the one-handed sword is better at raising your stat levels over time than the two-handed axe. So I went ahead and changed that. I guess the one-handed sword just is an all-around good weapon for that. The staff, maybe, things like the staff might help your magic a little bit more, and things like the hammer might help some other things. Each weapon's a little different. So that means I have to relearn my STs there, but that's no problem because I'll learn them pretty quickly. Another thing I've done is I'm going to go ahead and equip some armor today. I forgot to do this last time, but Nico gave me this iron pot. I think he gave it to me as part of the reward for that first quest. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. As you can see, it substantially boosts my armor, so it's 343 now. And I have one more slot for armor, so maybe I'll try to buy something. I went ahead and sold just a couple of items. I sold a clear feather, and I sold a one of my honey onions here. Okay, so I'm gonna look and see if I can afford to buy some other type of armor. So I guess the shield makes sense since I have or the gauntlet, I guess. The shield looks like a better deal, so I'm gonna go with the shield. Because I think I can equip the shield since I have a one-handed weapon. And I don't think it affects the animation at all, but I just wanted to show you this. There we go. 111, so I go up to 454. No magic defense as of yet. So, but that's, better than I was, and it's going to help me out. So anyway, I just wanted to show you that before we get started today. Now, there's a lot of, the beautiful thing about this game is there's so many different ways you can go with it. So, let's just go in here today and see what happens. This is that guy, Elazul. Who's he talking to? Talking to this winged figure here. I tried to intervene. I guess I'll leave him alone this time. Boy, this guy's insistent, and that poor woman is terrified. Well, let's take a look at... okay, let me talk to her. She didn't say anything. I'm just kind of continuing my exploration of Domina. By the way, this house here, you can't seem to go in it, but if you click this mailbox, well, you can only do it when you have an... Okay, strike that. I'm going to go in this building. I was going to say, you can only do that thing with that mailbox when you have another NPC with you. Okay, so this is an inn. I could save here if I wanted to, but I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Who's this? This is Dana. We saw her on the Luan Highway. Okay, so we're just having a little weird conversation about her, and she wants to go meet Gaius. So I'm saying, let's go. Let's go. The wisdom of Gaius. Okay, so we started a new quest there. By the way, nothing wrong with starting quests, even if you don't finish them right away. In fact, at times in this game, you'll be doing 3 quests at a time, or whatever. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I am going to swing upstairs and see if there's anything. Well, I'm going to talk to this thing first. Okay, doesn't want to be talked to. Let me go up... Oops. God damn it. Let me go upstairs real quick. Okay, and we're going upstairs. Checking this room out here. Like most video games, it's an inn with only 3 rooms. Okay, this woman here sells raw materials. Now, we don't need any right this minute, but if we did need something, we could buy these stones, cotton, marble, wood, iron, bronze. Menos bronze is the weakest metal in the game, I believe. Okay, so... And this room. What's in here? Oh, there's a chest. Yay! Bird meat. Kind of sucks. Maybe the cat will eat it, though. I love kitties. And we're going to go outside and go to the Luan Highway today. I think we'll go ahead and do the Wisdom of Gaius. And we'll go ahead and go on in. Now, I do want to clarify for the record that I am using several resources while I'm playing this game. I mean, it's not... see, there's my new one-handed sword, and I guess it does animate the shield. I didn't even realize that. So that's kind of cool. It only does 2 less damage than that axe I was using, and but it seems like a more nimble weapon, so I think I'm okay with that. So anyway, as I was saying, I'm using a guide to place my artifacts, and I'm trying to avoid using the guide's walkthrough as far as the events go, but unfortunately, I realized as I was talking to Alazul that I can't do his mission yet because I don't have... I need to place his artifact for that mission a couple spaces away according to this map. The reason I'm using this particular map is because it's designed to optimize all of the lands on the map for optimal... it gives you the max amount of mana you need for different things. It gives you all the quests, all the characters that you need to find. See, sometimes in the game, the mana level will affect your ability to get certain quests or for characters to appear, things like that. So it's very important that that be calibrated correctly. Boy, I'm loving this. I love this weapon much more. That axe was so slow. It was okay. Well, it was very powerful, but it was just very slow. It looks like Dana there is using some sort of nunchucks, or yeah, I think that's what she's using. She's just sitting there. See if we get some seeds from these guys. Okay, I got the technique called cutting bamboo, so let me go ahead and equip that real quick. Oops. And equip skill cutting bamboo. Okay, very good. Moving right along. Level up. Okay, I want to show you something. I don't know if you remember what my stats said earlier. They were like in the 6s and 7s. Now look at them. 8, 7, 8, 7. They've gone up a bit. So just kind of showing you how when you level, it goes up a little bit. And, you know, if you really wanted to, I suppose, you could go back and look. I'm going to, guys, by the way, that big rock. I was just saying, you can go back and look at what my stats were at the very beginning and see what the axe did to affect them versus what the sword's doing to affect them. Okay. Candy is worthless in these regular old battles. Okay, I got a wind cap, by the way. That's a piece of armor, so let's go ahead and check it out and see if it's better. So, it would replace this iron pot, theoretically. And it only has 1 slashing defense, so it would make everything go down. So I'm not going to put that on. I'm going to stick with the iron pot that Nicolo gave me. Okay, and we got the chocobo and the rabbite. By the way, if you want to know what enemies are called, just push pause. They're both level 1. And I am, I can't remember what level I am, but much higher than that. Oh, and by the way, those crystals, right now they're giving me 1 experience point per crystal, as you can see there. But as the lands get farther away from your home, and thus more difficult, the amount of experience per crystal goes up. Okay, here's Gaius. Okay, so she's telling Gaius about this friend who is trying to save her friend who's dying of a curse, and Gaius is saying sometimes things are meant to be, but Dana's going on about how strong-willed this person is, and Gaius is saying people have the power to change themselves. That is what she is trying to teach you. Listen to her words. So he's advising Dana to listen to the person who's dying rather than be stubborn and insist that she try to do things Dana's way. Okay, so now we have listened to Gaius, and I believe... yes, here we go. A dialogue is going to start. And we get the Forbidden Ring. Yes. Anyway, as I was saying way long ago, I am using a guide. It's on legendofmana.info for making this map because it's the perfect map. But I'm going to try to stay away from other aspects of that site as I can because I don't want to just be like a... I just don't want to be like copying off of everything they have there. I want to use different sources. I want to make this game kind of feel organic, so... anyway. what was I doing? Oh, I'm going to try to equip that ring. So maybe instead of... I have to kind of choose where I put it. The only one that makes sense to put it on is the shield. So I guess that balances out my stats. It also, I think, I want to say it has a certain property. Let me... Okay. Liquid ring. Okay. So what I did was I pushed R1 from this main screen after you click on the ring, and you get this. So it doesn't raise any of your stats here, as you can see, but it does have certain essence levels, which affect your responsiveness to certain elemental abilities. And then it has this power here, Fertility Goddess. Now, if you don't know what a mystic power is, you can go on to Google and look it up. Okay, so Fertility Goddess causes the experience to get shared between an NPC and and your main character. So that basically means that if you want to get your NPC's levels up, you'd want to have this ring on. So I guess that's kind of cool. But honestly, I'm gonna change back to the shield because I'm a greedy bastard and I want all my experience myself. So and plus we're not really getting too many magic attacks right at this point in the game. So I'm gonna go down here to the tree and see how we're doing. Okay, so we've got some things that are ready, but some things that aren't. So I think what I'm gonna do is harvest the things that are ready, and that would be this garlic crown, which is a good item, and apricot. And by the way, I'm not going to show you every time I harvest. I might mention it in the comments, but at some point that's going to get really redundant. I'm just going to show you the first 3 or 4 times so you can get used to it. And let's see, what about this seed? Okay, he didn't give me any seeds, so I guess I'll have to give him some seeds. I'm going to give him 1 round seed and 1 big seed. It says it may not bear all the fruit. Well, yeah, just still take it, because I still want to keep harvesting. So, you know, at some point, I guess what I'd say is the amount of seeds you get back per the amount of fruit you grow probably has an efficiency ratio of something like 60 or 70%. So in other words, if you have 10 seeds and you spend them all on Gaius and you get all the fruit from those 10 seeds, you'll probably end up with about 6 seeds total after you use them all. So there we go. I talked to Little Cactus, and he's going to go ahead and write that down for me. And that's going to do it for this episode. So if you've been watching, thanks, and we'll see you next time on Let's Play Legend of Mana. This is Mr. Joseph signing off. Did I say Mr. Snuggles is watching you? Professor Snuggles is watching you.